Hello, lovelies. When that pops in real quick, it looks like two eyes. Like this is an eye and this is an eye. That's not an eye. That is. I also have one on my shoulder. I got a little carried away and made this all up, and then went to film and realised I hadn't turned the lights on and I hadn't even started the laptop. So yeah. So this has got everything in it. Probably starting to saponify in the bottom. So seriously, oh my god, that's just my day today. I had to force myself to come out here. It's so cold. It was 10 degrees this morning. I'm like, I'm not going outside. And here I am. It's not 10 degrees anymore. I don't know what degrees it is anymore. Oh, no, I've been listening to too much music. It is, oh no, that was hours ago. Oh, it's 18 degrees now. Much better. Although it doesn't feel like 18 degrees, it still feels like winter. I don't know what happened to autumn. We didn't have one, I don't think. Anyway, I'm making something. What am I making? Chai tea. You guys could have told me, it's in the title. I'm going to do a layered soap, like an angled layered soap. And I'm using Vintage Rose for the coloured parts, which is a beautiful, it's kind of a pinky pale brownish colour. It's just beautiful. And then these will be for the white, but I'm being a bit pedantic today. I'm not sure why. I must be feeling out of control, so I'm controlling everything. I do that. So yeah, so I'm going to measure these all out because I need more brown than I do white, because there's only 2 layers of white and there's 4 layers of brown. There's 3 layers of brown, so one of these just went to waste. Freaking hell. Oh dearie me. That's today. That is today. It's not even Monday. Now I can't say I'm a fan of this fragrance, but it said it doesn't discolour. These have also gone hard because it's all my hard oils. Shit. Shit. How do I do 4 and 2 then? I can't, because if I put a layer in between that and then a layer, I can't. God almighty. Oh Lord, good thing there was nothing in that. Why did I think I needed 4 layers? Am I brain dead or what, do you reckon? Probably. Just wasn't thinking, was I? Alright, I'll just put these in here. I should have realised that I was pouring my hard oils in here and not soft ones. I wasn't prepared for soaping today, obviously. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It'll be fine. This is just going to be a little hard to wash up because it's not got soap in it. It's fine. I'll probably just chuck it in the bin. I do that. Get up. Alright, that'll do. You go over there, out of the way. Alright, this will heat up shortly. It's still a little chilly because it's a little chilly. And I'm not soaping any hotter than normal because I didn't think about it at the time, because apparently, you know, as I said, my brain's not functioning today. It's all good. Actually, I'm a little bit excited. Oh, it's not tomorrow. Shit. As I say, I was a little bit excited because I've got to get up early in the morning, but I don't actually have to get up early in the morning. Sean, the lead singer of Cedar, is doing a live on Facebook, YouTube and Twitch. And it'll be 6 o'clock our time in the morning. And it's on Monday, which is my birthday, and I went and seen Cedar for my birthday last year, so that's kind of cool. I was a little happy about that. So Yes. Now I'm going to pour these off before I put the fragrance in them, because I don't know what the fragrance is going to do. All I know is it doesn't discolour. So, well, it says it's got no vanillin in it. Doesn't mean it's not going to discolour, but alright, let's just... I don't even know if this is going to come up off the bottoms, to be honest. I want these reasonably even, so... I suck when I try and get layers even, so I figured if I measured them all out, I'd be more likely to do it right. Yeah, it's fairly close. Now, we'll put you in there for now, and then we'll pour off the rest of this. Make a mess. Make a mess. But yes, so the big, I'd say the big 5-0 this year, but I'm not. I'm 51 this year, so... Although, honestly, considering the year, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just ignore my birthday. Oh my god. Did you guys see that? I nearly knocked that flying. But, I mean, my life's a non-event anyway, so... Birthdays are no exception. Nothing really happens. It's all good though. That's kind of how I like it. Just every year I ask for a birthday cake and no one ever gets me a bloody birthday cake, so one day someone will get me a birthday cake. Oh dear. I don't know when you guys will see this. Actually, yes I do. You will see this on Friday, which means it'll be too late. I was going to tell you about, I've got a little fundraiser going on my Wickedly Goods webpage. It's for the Black Dog Institute here in Australia, which deals with depression and suicide. Yeah, so it might still be going, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. Yeah, so if you guys could pop over and have a look, maybe donate or at least share, it would be awesome. I did expect these to be fairly light though, so what I'll do is I'll mix this one up and then I'll get in there with the spoon and see if there's any left on the bottom. Alright, let's have a little scrapey scrape down there. Yep, there's a great big chunk in there. Alright. Yep, there appears to be a great big chunk in here too. So what I'll do is I'll scrape that as much as possible. That seems to have freed that up now. And then that is free to be buzzed. Well, this is just not happening how I expected it to at all. And it's really thick, so... And yep, there's a little bit more colour there, so... Alright, we'll give those one more whiz. Good God, could I make more mess, do you think? I probably should... Why am I using a spoon and not a spatula? What is going... I have forgotten how to soap, guys. That's it. Apparently, dementia has set in, and I now do not know what the friggin' hell I'm doing. Yeah, so let's make it Christmas. Yes, these are very thick. This is not good. Why is it... What the friggin' hell is going on here? This soap is like... I don't know, something's not right. Something is very not right here. these are okay. I don't know what the hell's going on with them. That's so weird. It's like cream. It's I don't know what's going on. Well, don't know. I'll just keep going. We'll see what happens. Put this fragrance in here and see what happens. Oh dear, this could be just a complete disaster. I have a bit of soap has splashed up on my top of my lip. And it's stinging. Alright, so first layer is brown, so let's pour a little bit of that in there. Ugh, I really don't like this smell. No, it doesn't taste like anything. Oh god, yeah, no. It definitely smells like tea though. So if you want a fragrance that smells like tea, this chai tea is definitely for you. Alrighty then. That is a big chunk of colour. Smash that. Smash that. I don't know why the stick blender did not get that. This is just not going well. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, whatever. You move, because I'll spill you. That's just the way things are going today. No, don't use the phone, you idiot. My awesome freebie. Let's use that. Did you notice that sarcasm? Oh, Jesus. Whatever. Yep, there's still loads of colour down in the bottom of there that hasn't mixed up. That's ridiculous. Oh, I should just... When shit goes wrong, it goes wrong, doesn't it? Oh well. Whatever. Just I'm not going to make any more soap today, because just not gonna. I'm going to go inside and sulk. That's what I'm going to do. That is most definitely what I'm going to do. Oh dear. I use one of these smaller spatulas, they're actually pretty good. Oh. Whoops. It's a dark fragrance for something that doesn't discolour. That's super dark. Wow. Hey, look, it thins trace by a little bit. So there you go. All right. Oh God, that's what I was going to do, wasn't I? No, because it's just another variable, so that's not going to happen. I was going to put a activated charcoal mica line, but I'm not doing that now. I suppose it's not mica, so technically it would be a pencil line, wouldn't it? Whatever. It's a disaster line at this point in time. This spatula's too small. It's great for mixing, it's not great for getting anything out. Oh my God. I'd say what else could go wrong, but I don't want to jinx myself, so. and it stinks. It's not even a good fragrance. Keely would probably like it. Oh my god, that's so funny that we both got fragrances from Aussie soap suppliers at pretty much the same time and had completely different opinions about them. So weird. So she liked the mango one and didn't like the lemon curd, which was the exact opposite of my reaction. So how cool is that though? I mean, that's just sort of, it's so weird to me that people can just smell such different things. Like, it's just, yeah, it's kind of mind-blowing, honestly. It's hard, I think it's hard to understand because you never think or smell or do anything from anyone else's perspective but your own. So to actually see it happen, it kind of blows your mind. So no, I better not risk it. So you see, I was nearly going to make a mistake then. Just going to pour it in there. Oh god, this really is awful. I really do not like this. Get right down into that bottom there. Let's see if I can't get some of that colour up. Oof. Oh, sorry, I'm not on camera. It's because I'm right over here trying to get away from it. What is that? There's a big lump just there. Oh, this is going to be like, it's like I'm a beginner. It's like I don't know how to make soap. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. Oh, my little nose stinks. And this is going to look weird because it doesn't have a friggin' mica line in it and the two colours are touching. So, yeah, well, it'll be something different anyway, I guess. Wow, this is just Disasterville. I'm actually quite amused now. It's like, rightio. Yes. Best soap. You're very. Oh, actually there's hardly any colour left in there. Oh, no. Huh. No, there you go. Bit weird. Oh, I don't know why there's none in there. I'm not questioning it though. It can be not in there. That's perfectly fine. Just gonna spread this out a smudging because we have another one that's got to go in there yet. But just put that on there. Tidy this up a smidge. You go over there, out of my way. Oh, lordy. Lordy. Alright. It's so feral, I don't like it. It's like, I don't know, this is just weird. Weird people. Very weird. Never seen soap like this do these things before. So Bree's bringing back my treadmill tomorrow, so gonna start walking again. I don't like exercising in the warmer months because I don't like sweating. It's gross and I don't like it. So I tend to always start exercise regimes in winter for some reason. Well, not for some reason, for that reason. Some reason. God almighty. No one's going to hear this video because it's just stupid. Alright, let's put this white in here, which we're just going to have to ladle in because it's just super thick. I don't think it's going to, it'll push out, kind of. Oh dear. Oh, whatever. I've stopped talking. Oh dear. You'd know the shit's hit the fan when I've stopped talking. Because it doesn't happen very often. Oh, don't stop that. Oh, that's a good song. You guys should listen to that. It's will.i.am. Oh, I don't know who else it is though. It'll be Lay, but you won't know who that is. He's out of oh, I don't even know what he's out of. Do I just stop in the middle of soap making to tell you things? I don't even care. Oh, Steve Aoki and Lei Zhang Xing. Xing. My God, Chinese names are so hard to pronounce, aren't they? Yeah, look up Steve Aoki. It's got will.i.am and Lay someone. It's a really good song. It's called oh, stupid phone. Love You More. Copyright strike! Yes, Love You More. It's a really good song. Look it up. Listen to it. It's all in English. So, for those of you who are not interested in listening to any sort of K-pop-y stuff, it's not K-pop at all. It's just cool. It's a really good song. Now, Steve Aoki does, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, I'm sorry. He does really cool stuff. He's worked with BTS as well, so, and I love will.i.am, so it's just a really good song. It's a really cool vibe to it. It's just, yeah, it's kind of sexy actually. But yeah, it's definitely worth a listen. Even if you hate it, it's still worth a listen. It's always good to listen to new music, I reckon. Just in case you find something that you like. Oh, and Jeremy Renner has brought out a song. What's it called? Yep, see? I said what else could go wrong. Tried to cover my ass by saying, oh yeah, but I didn't mean it. Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, Every Woman is one of the new ones, I think. Jeremy Renner is Hawkeye, for those of you who don't know, in the Marvel DC? No, Marvel Universe, yep. Yeah, and he's actually a really good singer, and I don't know whether he's brought out a new album or just a bunch of new songs, but Every Woman was, I'm pretty sure it's called Every Woman. Let's just trust me on that. I'm not going to look on the phone. Yeah, I found it on YouTube, so, because I don't have Spotify or anything like that, so I just listen to music on YouTube if anything gets recommended, which is generally K-pop. I don't tend to listen to much else. So for a minute there, I thought I hadn't turned the bloody, look at that, there's a whole bunch of mica. I mean, it's fine. The mica's not going to matter because it's in oil. It's just gonna leave, like, it'll be darker. There'll be streaks of mica in there. So I'm just going to mix that up, put it on the top because it'll be a different colour. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, no, I don't have Spotify or anything like that because I refuse to pay for it, and I don't want to listen to friggin' ads. So I don't. I tend to just listen to my music that I have on the hard drive, and then sometimes I'll hear different stuff. Someone will suggest something, or something will come up on my YouTube feed, and I'll listen to that, and then that's how I get my new music. So, but yeah, I'm not one of those people that has to stay up to date with music or anything. So once a month I'll watch the top 100 K-pop songs. There's someone on YouTube always releases a video of the charts, and then it usually introduces me to new songs or new groups. Because I have the groups that I listen to, like BTS and GOT7 and, you know, Vix and whomever else, Monster X. You can tell there's nothing under this part of the bench because it's very loud when you do that. Yeah, so I always know when they're releasing new songs. But yeah, so, and like Seether and, you know, English singing bands. They don't release albums that much, it doesn't seem so. And I follow like Seether and Megadeth and that on Facebook, so if anything's happening with them, I tend to know that way. So, but yes, so I got asked today if I was gonna start doing markets again. I don't know, was my answer. I still am unsure about that. Alright, that's it. That's the disaster soap for today. I'm going to go inside and sulk now. And probably either watch... no, I don't think I'll watch anything. I've just got a new game. I think I mentioned it before, called Space Haven. I got the early release and it's a bit buggy. Whew, that stinks. So that pissed me off enough that I turned it off yesterday. I had only played it for 4 hours and I'd had enough. So I might maybe go and have another go at that, seeing as today's going so well. We'll see what happens. I mean, this is what happens when you get early release games though. Shit goes wrong. But there's like a goal in it that you have to do. And I can't do it because there's something in the way and it won't move. Should I sprinkle something on the top? What about a bit of that? No, because it's already that colour. I don't want to put... Okay, I have these things. I don't know what they are. This was just one of these bags Becky sent me. I don't know what's in it. I'm going to put it on the soap. A bit of an, whatchamacallit, organic little look down one side. That's just kind of pretty. Oh, whatever it is, it's actually really pretty, yeah. So I've got some madder root and alkanet root infusing in some olive oil in the house. So I'm going to do a natural soap soon. I've got to sound like Raptor now. Raptor is a gamer. Hail Raptoria. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just in nerd vibe at the moment. I love sci-fi games. I love sci-fi city builders. That's what I do. So on my Steam account I have Planet Base, Space Haven and No Man's Sky, which I didn't really like because I died numerous times. Wouldn't just let me build a base. I had to go and search for things and aliens kept attacking me. I just got sick of it. I forgot I had it till I opened Steam up the other day to buy, what's her name, Planet Base. Righto, there you go, that's kind of pretty. Alright, well, I'll take a picture of it for Instagram and then I'll come back and I'll see you for the cutting. Toodles! Hello, yes, gloves. Whatever is in this soap, it makes me feel sick. The smell, I couldn't get the smell off my hands yesterday, and yeah, so as you can see, she's it's got a few holes. You can see that the white hasn't discoloured though, which is pretty good. So I'm going to turn it on its side. It's solid as a rock. I'm going to turn it on its side so the botanicals do not cut through. So let's give her a cut, see how she goes. Yeah, she's tough. Come on, pa-ching. Pa-ching. Oh, okay, that's not what I expected. Oh, yeah, there's some glycerin rivers in there. Okay, well, that's an odd looking soap, isn't it? If I had have put the activated charcoal as a mica lines, it would look how I wanted it to look. Yeah, but yeah, so you can see where the unmixed mica is. Doesn't look bad, but I mean the glycerin rivers are pretty bad, which I don't understand why it has so many glycerin rivers, because it was water discounted, so that's kind of interesting, isn't it? The top looks quite nice. I like the top with just a little bit of whatever those things are. Someone will have to let me know in the comments what they are. They're yellow, so I don't know what they are. But yes, there's a nice big hole, which, I mean, I could fix it, but it's still soap, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that's sort of odd. It's an odd looking soap. It really is. I mean, after all the trouble though, I mean, seriously, when that smell was getting so bad on my hands and I couldn't eat or anything because the smell was just there on my fingers, and it was just, oh, every time I smelt it, it was making me sick. And then when I come out before to check on it, I just thought, oh well, righto. So I tipped it upside down, tapped it on the bottom to get rid of all the extra botanicals, and wiped my hand over the bench to get the botanicals off to put in the bin, and I went inside and all I could smell was this friggin' soap. So whatever that something is in fragrance that makes me feel physically ill is in this. That's not to say that it will do it for anybody else, because, you know, we all have different reactions to fragrances. So I imagine that the majority of people will actually like this fragrance. It's just not for me. But you know, I mean, I friggin' hate lavender. I hate on lavender so much. I hate it. It makes me feel sick. But then again, so do like sandalwoods and things like that. I mean, this is quite woodsy, so that's probably why. Let me have a look. No, doesn't say anything about any of those. Nope. But anyway, at least you know that it doesn't discolor. It just accelerates a bit. Although, I mean, it was cold yesterday, so there's that. But yes, so this is what it looks like. Kind of weird. It's something different though. I mean, it's not a drop swirl. It's not a drop swirl. So there you go, and you can see where all that unmixed mica was, which actually looks kind of cool, because it's sitting sort of on the top and separating these layers. So, I mean, that doesn't suck. Just the smell of this sucks. But I've decided that from now on, just for the sake of my feeling gross, I'm just going to wear gloves from now on. I'm done with this fragrances doing my head in. And I couldn't wash it off. I tried. I used hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer are pretty good. For some reason, the alcohol in it, you could just spray regular, I spray with alcohol, but I've got a nice one that smells. I've got one inside that smells really nice. It's fig and shea blossom or something. And I usually, if I have a smell on my hands, I'll just put that on there and it will get rid of that smell. But then that smell was bothering me as well. Oh, in the end I had to use sorbeline cream on my hands. That helped. I don't know whether it just masked the smell, but I must have washed my hands like, 24 times just trying to get rid of the smell. So yes, we won't be doing that again. But yes, that's it. All right. Well, thank you for coming along on that crazy adventure. I guess I'll see you for the next one. Hopefully the next one won't be quite so crazy. Bye.